Kenya's economic outlook for the year might be better, but the poor performance of the tourism sector in recent months could be among factors to curtail growth. The slump has been largely attributed to terror attacks the country has suffered, which saw key source markets issue travel advisories, denting hopes of the country attracting 3 million arrivals in the next 2 years. It is, however, sad to note that even with the losses in the sector as a result of the political turmoil, which began in 2011, Egypt has still managed to outdo Kenya. About 9.5 million tourists visited Egypt last year, compared to 14.7 million in 2010, with revenues dipping 54%. This is one area Egyptian Minister of Foreign Affairs Sameh Shoukry says Kenya and Egypt can forge a cooperation.
Kenya has a unique tourist industry, is reliant on the beauty of the country, the wildlife preservation. Egypt has tourism that is based on the cultural aspect and the leisure aspect on the seashore. And it is important that we enhance our ability to project the true nature of our situation.
On the issue of the Nile River, which has 11 other riparian countries, namely Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Burundi, Ethiopia, Rwanda, Sudan, South Sudan, Congo, and Eritrea, Egypt has often been accused of taking hardline positions on how to share the resource.
Unfortunately, the CFA agreement lacks the necessary consensus. There are issues of important interest to Egypt that I think must be resolved, and must be resolved in the spirit of cooperation, common understanding, and compromise.
Given the historic rights it has from the treaties signed in the early years, Egypt is the biggest user of the Nile water, though it contributes less.
God contributes to the survival of the river, and it is Egypt's only source of water. There is no other source of water for Egypt. 90 million Egyptians, I think their brothers in Africa would accept that they need to drink, that they will not be, they would not die of thirst. And thereby it is important to put it in that context.
Shoukry has been in Kenya to market Egypt's new foreign policy, as well as discuss ways to expand trade within the regional trade blocs.
We feel that it should expand to a greater extent. $500 million between two countries of the size of Egypt and Kenya is a modest amount, especially with all of the potential of resources.
Ronald, Owili, Business Insight.